Hello and welcome. Today we're going to talk about a topic in English under the parts of speech. We want to discuss adverbs today. When you talk about adverbs, this word originates from the word verb. Verb. It's like adding a prefix to a stem word to change its meaning. So we have add plus verb, we get adverb. Add plus verb, you get adverb. So we want to talk about adverbs. Now, when you talk about adverbs, we're talking about words that describe verbs, words that describe or give the state of verbs. These are words that tell us how an action took place or a state. Now, in the part of speech, adverb plays a very important role. Now, we'll be looking at these roles one by one. So, as I said earlier, adverbs basically, most adverbs tell you how, where, when something is done. In other words, we talk about they describe the manner, the place, and the time of an action. They describe the manner, place, or time of an action. And for that reason, let's look at the commonly adverbs that are formed from adjectives in this table. From what you can see here, look at the mouse cursor. We have an adjective and an adverb. So this table is showing how we can form adverbs from adjectives. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. An adjective is a word that describes a noun. For example, you can say, my dad is very handsome, my mom is very beautiful, John is hardworking, Ahmed is skillful. Such words like hardworking, beautiful, handsome, they describe the subject, in this case, who is now the characters in the sentence. Let's try to derive adverbs from adjectives. After you have known what adjectives are, let's now try and derive adverbs from adjectives. The first word is kind. 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 Asha is a kind girl. Kind. Kind, if you add a suffix li, it becomes kindly. So we have addition of a suffix to an adjective to form an adverb. This is the adjective. We have added the suffix ly to form an adverb kindly. So we can say, by adding a suffix to an adjective, you form an adverb. If we say that Ahmed treated Asha kindly, Ahmed treated Asha kindly. Now the adverb in that sentence, so the verb in that sentence is treated. So the word kindly simply describes the verb treated. There's an action that has been done in the sentence, the action of treating. Now, the question is a WH question. How was the treatment? The answer is kindly. It was a kind treatment. So she was treated kindly. He was treated kindly. So the adverb simply emphasizes, stresses, describes, gives us more information about the verb in the sentence. We have other examples like happy, adjective happy, ly, happily, wonderful, wonderfully, loud, loudly, sad, sadly, beautiful, beautifully, sweet, sweetly. So we have just been adding a suffix ly to the adjective to form an adverb. So we can say that many adverbs end with ly. So you make these adverbs by adding ly to the adjective. Proud, you add ly, it becomes proudly. So proud is an adjective, but if you say proudly, it becomes an adverb. Note that some words that end in ly are not adverbs. So it's not that all the words ending with ly are adverbs. Some adjectives end in ly too. For example, you can see lonely, lovely, lively. These are not adverbs. These are adjectives. So we have some adjectives which end in ly. Sam was feeling very lonely. So this is an adjective that is describing a verb. An adjective describing a verb and a noun. Because this word lonely refers back to Sam, and what was happening to Sam is Sam was feeling. There was a state. A state. Remember we said that adverbs or rather adjectives can refer back to the noun, that is the subject in that sentence. She was wearing a lovely dress. It was a very lively party. A very lively party. Now, if you want to identify the adjectives in these sentences, again, we go back to the WH question. How was Sam feeling? Lonely, adjective. How was the dress that she was wearing? Lovely. How was the party? Lively. So such words are adjectives. So it's not that all the words that end with ly are adverbs. Some of them are adjectives. Let's look at kinds of adverbs. We have adverbs of manner. Adverbs of manner, they answer the question how. We have adverbs of place. Adverbs of place, they answer the question where. We have adverbs of time. Adverbs of time answer the question when. We have adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency answer the question how many times, at what frequency, at what extent. And then we have adverbs of purpose or reason. These ones, they describe the purpose or the reason for the action. So we said we have adverbs of manner which answer the question how. We have adverbs of place which answer the question where. We have adverbs of time, which are the question when. Now, if you look at the questions answered by the adverbs mentioned here, you realize that they are WH questions. Now, let's look at something here very interesting, that we have other types like adverbs of quantity or degree, which are the question to what degree, to what extent. Then you have affirmative adverbs, adverbs of affirmation or negation. These ones, they say yes if it is yes and no if it is no. They require a yes or no answer. Adverbs of negation, they require a no answer. Adverbs of affirmation, they require a yes answer. So we were just finishing on types of adverbs. Maybe we can look at the adverbs of place. We said adverbs of place, they answer the question where. They are called adverbs of place because they answer the question where. Example, the boys are playing upstairs. The boys are playing upstairs. The question here is where. Where are the boys playing? The answer is upstairs. So upstairs becomes our adverb of place. That is the place where the boys are playing. The dog is in the garden. Where is the dog? Adverb of place, in the garden. So garden is our adverb of place. We are going to New York City on our school trip. So where are we going on our school trip? New York City. So New York City becomes our adverb of place. It is very sunny but cold outside. It is very sunny but cold outside. So where, we're talking about the coldness now. So it is where. The answer is outside. So outside becomes our adverb of place. Let's look at these sentences. I've lived here for about 2 years. Where have I lived? Here. English and Germany are closely related. English and Germany are closely related. Look at this word closely related. It is Mark still in bed? Is Mark still in bed? His children go everywhere with him. His children go everywhere with him. Everywhere. Now, before I say something different, let me look at adverbs of manner. These ones we said they answer the question how. So some adverbs and adverb phrases describe the way people do things. As I've said, they answer the question how. So the girl answered all the questions correctly. So how did the girl answer the questions? The answer is correctly. He was driving carelessly. So how was he driving? Carelessly is our adverb of manner. The plane landed safely. The plane landed safely. The plane landed safely. So how did the plane land safely? Ramu plays guitar skillfully. Ramu plays guitar skillfully. So how does Ramu play guitar? How? Skillfully. So skillfully there becomes our adverb of manner. So let's go and look at other types of adverbs. Adverbs of frequency. Adverbs of frequency. So adverbs of frequency, we said they answer the question how often. How often an action takes place. So how often? The children always go to school on the bus. So how often do the children go to school? Always. I'll never make that mistake again. So how often will I make that mistake again? Never. I clean my bedroom every day. So how often do I clean my bed? The answer is every day. So every day becomes our adverb of frequency. Dad polishes his shoes twice a week. So how often does Dad polish his shoes? The answer is twice a week. So twice a week becomes our adverb of frequency. Now we have other adverbs of time. Adverbs of time. Adverbs of time, they answer the question when. Adverbs of time answer the question when. For example, the train has already left. So when did the train leave? We moved into our new house last week. When did we move into our new house? Our favorite TV program starts at 6 o'clock. When does our favorite TV program start? I'm going to my new school tomorrow. So, when will I be going to my new school? That is tomorrow as our adverb of time. So, adverbs of time in our examples are already, last week, 6 o'clock, and tomorrow. Let's look at adverbs, other types of adverbs. Adverbs of quantity or degree. I said these ones, they answer the question to what degree or to what extent. To what extent an action takes place. Remember, from our introduction, we said adverbs describe verbs. So we are saying here that adverbs of quantity or degree, they answer the question to what extent, to what degree. Let's look at examples. He was too careless. To what extent was he careless? The answer is too. The sea is very stormy. The sea is very stormy. To what extent is the sea stormy? That is our adverb of degree. I'm rather busy. To what extent am I busy? Rather. I'm fully prepared. To what extent am I prepared? Fully. These mangoes are almost ripe. To what degree or to what extent are the mangoes almost ripe? So the word almost becomes our adverb of quantity or degree. So from our examples, we have noted adverbs of degree like too, stormy, rather, fully, and almost. Then, after we've looked at the adverbs of degree, we can now look at adverbs of reason. Now, the adverbs of reason, they tell us about reason. For example, he is hence unable to refute the charge. So we have hence, reason. He therefore left school. He therefore left school. So we have therefore here as our adverb of reason. Therefore, as our adverb of reason. We talked about adverbs of affirmation and negation. Adverbs of affirmation and negation. I said adverbs of affirmation, they require a yes answer. Adverbs of negation, that's negativity, negative. The word negation comes from the word negative. So adverbs of negation, they require a no answer. Example, I don't know. Surely you are mistaken. He certainly went. Now, if you look at adverbs of affirmation and negation in spoken speech, we require a yes or no answer. Now, let's look at examples, other examples here. Examples of adverbs. Now, we can be able to identify which types of adverbs they are, whether they are adverbs of manner, whether they are adverbs of degree, adverbs of place, adverbs of time, adverbs of affirmation and negation, adverbs of reason. Let's look at the first one. She sings sweetly. She sings sweetly. She sings sweetly. Now, class, can you tell me which type of adverb is sweetly? Yes, exactly. So we talk about adverbs of manner, the way she sings. He speaks quite clearly. He speaks quite clearly. She shouts loudly. She shouts loudly. She smiled cheerfully. The traffic was moving slowly. Look at the words in red. Those are types of adverbs. And from your end, try and find out what type of adverbs they are. Some examples of adverbs of different kinds. Number one, the tortoise walks slowly. Slowly is an adverb of manner, good. We will have our semester exam on April 1st week. So our adverb is April. Which type of adverb? That is time, very good. We have the accident happened near the highway. So where did the accident happen? The highway. Which type of adverbs? Place, very good. We have at least twice a week I used to go for temple. At least twice a week. What type of adverbs are here? Twice a week. What type is it? Adverb of frequency. How often you go to the temple? Twice a week. We all go for a picnic just for enjoyment. We all go for a picnic just for enjoyment. Where is the adverb? Enjoyment. Type? Purpose. Why do you go for a picnic? Why? Adverbs of purpose or reason. The sea is very stormy. The sea is very stormy. We saw this in one of our examples. Where is the adverb? The stormy. Type? Yes, adverb of degree or adverbs of quantity. Lastly, surely you are mistaken. Surely you are mistaken. So we have affirmation here. These are an affirmative sentence. Surely. So that is an adverb of affirmation. Adverb of affirmation. Now, maybe very quickly we can look at an exercise before us. You can try this exercise at home to fill in the blank spaces with the correct type of adverbs from the ones that we've just learned. We have an exercise here. It's very simple from number 1 to 10. Down here we have examples of the adverbs that we are supposed to use to fill the blank spaces left. So I'll just do number 1, then at the comfort of your study area, you will do the rest of the 9 questions. So number 1 says, his face was dirty and he was dressed dash. His face was dirty and he was dressed dash. In brackets, the answer must be an adverb of manner. The options are outside, all day, this morning, in old clothes, ever, for a week, on the bus, already, clearly, and every day. So the question is saying his face was dirty and he was dressed. So when he was dressed, our answer should be having something like a clothing. It should have a noun in terms of a cloth. He was dressed. So our answer is in old clothes. In old clothes. In old clothes. You can do the rest of the remaining questions. Don't forget to do the homework. You can send your feedbacks through this link. You can give the nearest tutor to check your work. Otherwise, thank you and see you in the next lesson.